Alright everyone, long time no see, because tonight we are dropping into the world of Midnight Walkers, a game that blends survival horror with the psychological mystery, with shadow streets and creeping sense of something that's always watching you. If you like eerie stories, tense encounters, and environments that feel like they're quietly breathing behind you, you're gonna love this one. So before you jump and we jump together in this video, if you're a new viewer on this channel, let's make a pinky promise that if by the end you're gonna like the content you've seen, just drop a like, comment, and subscribe because it's gonna help us to make more and more videos. Let's start with the setting of the stage in the Midnight Walkers. It drops you into the strange and near empty city after the dark, somewhere unsettling, somewhere that makes you wonder what happened, and you take on the role of a walker, someone who traverses through empty streets, abandoned buildings, and just trying to understand what's happening. You're trying to find answers, survive, and find your way out. There is no cheerful path here, there is no map, no big glowing errors. Instead, every corner could be empty or it could be watching you. What I mean by that, we're gonna get a little bit later on. Let's talk about the atmosphere and the world design. The game lives in its atmosphere. Like the fog that hangs low on the streets, the street lamps that are flickering, echoes scary. If you like the games that make you pause even for a second before turning a corner, you're in the right place. The world doesn't shout at you, it whispers. And I'm not even kidding. Every abandoned shop front, every silent subway station, every half open door feels like it's a treat that question at the same time. There is a real sense of isolation, and the sound design seals it. It's kind of distant, crashes you. You just feel like, oh my god, something can happen and something is behind you all the time. It's kind of like a paranoidal game. If you're a super calm, relaxed person, obviously you're gonna enjoy it a lot. But if you're like you hate in a way horror games, but you hate it so much that you want to play them, well, that's the atmosphere in this one will kill you in a good way. Let's talk about the gameplay and mechanics. All right, so what are you actually doing? So the Midnight Walkers blend survival exploration with the little puzzle elements and stealthy decision making. You're scavenging for supplies, batteries, food, tools while managing your stamina and managing your noise that attracts attention. It's kind of all together blended in something interesting. Sometimes it's safer to wait, and that's the tension of the mechanic of the game. You can use it really well. Combat isn't front and center. You're not really plowing through hundreds of enemies with the shotgun here. Instead, encounters are meaningful, scary, and often you best avoid them. The game encourages the tactical survival, sneak, distract, sleep past danger, because every fight you do risks your sources, the narrative and the story. So let's talk about this one. The Midnight Walkers doesn't really kind of hand you the neat story on the plate, it builds through the environment. Notebooks, you find them, you scarp the dialogues and shards of the memories, you piece together like a puzzle. You are not being told what happened, you're being shown the clues. The mystery that is engaging, kind of like in a way, it's an engine of the game. So, what keeps you walking up dimly lit Alice is curious in the next corner, answers the questions, or it's gonna be something new spawning there. It's subtle, not loud, but if you like the narratives that make you think more than shoot, this kind of scratches the itch. Let's talk about the scares and the tensions. Well, here's the thing. The Midnight Walkers leans into dread. It's not a jump scare kind of spawn. It's a slow creeping tension. You hear the distant footsteps, then shouldn't be someone, then your flashlight flickers, the shadows shift a little too smooth. That kind of stuff gets you. Walkers aren't alone in this city. But sometimes the city feels like you are. The aesthetic, the atmosphere, this is all unsettling. And this is what creates this atmosphere. Like I said, if you're paranoid, this game can be strange for you. There are some rough spots, and I'll be honest, nothing is perfect, like I always say. The pacing is deliberate. If you want a non-stop action, this feels very slow at first. Some mechanics like inventory, stamina management, it takes time to get used to. But then again, it's a learning curve. If you want to explore the game, you're gonna love it. So it's kind of like a plus minus in a way. The game leans hard into mood and mystery, and you need to understand this part. It's not so much about the gameplay, how you really like jump. It's not so much an action, but rather kind of like trying to move you inside of the game world and make you understand it. And here is the verdict that I want to give you. And it's my honest take. The Midnight Walkers is a dance, and it's a very atmospheric, and it's a very beautiful, and it's amazing, and it's a lot of good words coming from me, which actually kind of explains you my feelings about the game. If you love the horror games that you think like you're more than spray the bullets, you go and you try to uncover the stories in the shadows, you're gonna love this one. Like genuinely guys, you're gonna love this one. For me, I'll be firing my flashlight again. I'm gonna be exploring this game again and again, and until I get bored of this game, I'm gonna play it. So you know what, I recommend you this. And if you remember the pinky promise from the beginning of the video, give us a sub. I'll see you.